Let's talk about the two little boys that have been missing from California City, California since December the 21st of 2020. Orrin and Orson West, birth names Classic and Sincere. Orrin and Orson West were 3 and 4 years old when their adoptive parents, Trezell and Jacqueline, reported them missing from their California City, California home. Trezell and Jacqueline said Orrin and Orson were in their fenced-in backyard playing with chalk on the back patio. Trezell said he was gathering firewood in the back, and he went in for a moment. He saw the boys there, came back out. The boys were gone. For you ones that have not followed this case, it's important to note that Trezell said, and I quote, "Jacqueline was actually inside wrapping gifts," unquote. So at this point, when Trezell went back out after noticing the boys were gone, he said that he noticed the back gate was open. Trezell said he and Jacqueline, they searched for the boys a little bit before dialing 911. And I've personally seen the footage like many of you probably have. And we do see Trezell getting into the van and driving off for a little bit. And I never, ever saw Jacqueline step foot out of that house, much less search. But nonetheless, he said they did search for the boys before calling the cops. But nonetheless, police were called out, but unfortunately, there were no signs of 3 and 4-year-old Orrin and Orson West. Trezell and Jacqueline, they did give one interview where they were very much criticized, and in my opinion, for good reason. To this date, I have not heard of a single time where Trezell and Jacqueline have joined in any searches for these two little boys. The boys' biological family, they have searched and they continue to keep hope. Orrin and Orson's biological father, he recently spoke with KGET, and let's listen to what he had to say.
The biological father of brothers Orson and Orrin West is talking publicly for the first time since the boys were reported missing 10 months ago by their adoptive parents in California City. 17's Christian Galeno has more.
Another month and still no answers as to the whereabouts of Orson and Orrin West. But the boys' biological family is still holding out hope they'll be found safe.
So I don't want my kids to be deceased. I want them to come back home because my kids is all I got. After my parents go, it's just me and my kids.
Charles Pettis is the biological father of Orrin and Orson, whose birth names were Classic and Sincere. The boys were removed from their biological mother's home by Child Protective Services and adopted by Trezell and Jacqueline West in September of 2020.
I was going through family members' phones and they were showing it, and we watched the news, and that's how we found out. We didn't even know that they sent them out to some different people.
The West reported Orrin and Orson missing from their California City home 3 months later on December 21st. Since then, the boys' biological family has held monthly prayer vigils and conducted their own searches, but no sign of the boys. The Bakersfield Police Department, which took over the investigation 7 months ago, insists it's not a cold case.
I want no one to think that it's a cold case, because when you get up, when it get quiet, it's like nobody think about them no more. But we're gonna keep going I'm gonna keep going until God called me home, or I just can't, So I'm here to the end.
Pettis, who lost another child in an accident, he's remaining hopeful he will see his sons again.
Because they took my family, they took my life away from me. My kids is my life. No matter how long it take, how hard it's gonna be, I won't give up. I will never give up.
The Bakersfield Police Department, they're adamant that this is not a cold case. Police admit to withholding more than 90% of evidence in this case in order to protect the investigation. Even though Trezell and Jacqueline aren't speaking out publicly, the police say that they are in contact with them. So I guess they're cooperating or semi-cooperating, or at least in contact with the police. We really don't know if they're cooperating, and I don't know at this point. I do know their other children were taken away, so I don't know if they have their other children back or not as of date, but they were taken away, And they said that was just in any case like this where you have children that go missing and the couple has other children, that's what they do. So again, I'm not certain if their other biological children have been placed back in their care. So maybe you guys can let me know in the comments if you know. But I wanted just to bring this video out and just let you guys hear, for the ones that have not heard, the biological father of Orrin and Orson West. Again, birth names Classic and Sincere. But for you guys that have not heard him speak out, because it's been pretty recent, just in the past, I think, few weeks or maybe couple of months, more recent though. But let me know what you guys think. And as always, thank you all for watching.